Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventures. Welcome back to Spade Gals Productions with Game Unboxing. With me, Jake Spins, who also does Spade Gals Original with Gorilla Cyclones, Quincore, Florali, and vlogs, as well as art videos, and all that other crazy stuff. So today, we are going to be doing an unboxing. Now, before we start, I do want to mention that I am having slight allergy problems again, so if this ends up being a little hard for me to do, I apologize, but I am feeling better. It's easier for me to talk, so we're going to try to do this, and I'm very excited for today's video, especially because I figured that one of these plush would have been done a while back, and if they have, I will put a note in editing, but I'm pretty sure this character has never got a plush before. Now, these two characters, we're doing two characters today. They are from the Mario universe, and interestingly about the Mario universe is that whenever there's a new character and they use them in something a lot, for some reason people get very upset. Now, for certain things such as Mario Kart with its ridiculous roster in Mario Kart 8, not on the Switch. The Switch, they kind of remedied that with DLC and the new characters and stuff. No, I mean, like, the base roster of Mario Kart 8, because a lot of people were upset, including me, just because of how generic in general it was. But even though there is that thing, a lot of people get upset with... A lot of people call it, like, the whole Rosalina thing, where ever since Galaxy, Rosalina appeared in basically everything, and I'm trying to tell people that's not a new thing, and people are saying, oh my gosh, Pauline's gonna have the same effect that Rosalina did, which isn't a bad thing. Because, you know, they did that with PD Piranha. They did that with King Boo. And specifically, the babies. So, let's look at the first plush, which this is going to be a little weird because I actually have to avoid the plush that's on the top for video order. And that plush would be Baby Peach. She really is a little baby. Look at how tiny she is. She's a teeny tiny princess. Now, I actually thought her first appearance was Yoshi's Island DS. That's wrong. Her first appearance is actually in Mario and Luigi's Partner in Time. So I guess I'll give a bio on both. But, in Yoshi's Island, the first Yoshi's Island, you just had Baby Mario. And that's what started this whole entire baby craze. It started, well, for Mario. It started this whole entire baby line, and eventually, after Yoshi's Island, more characters other than just Mario and Luigi started getting baby form, which is where, in Partners in Time, Mario and Luigi end up, well, meeting with their past selves, which Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, to save the world. What did you do when you were two? Probably not stomping alien mushrooms. That's for certain. And neither was I, to be honest with you. But Baby Peach kind of appeared as like a cameo and just kind of a pain in the butt for Toadsworth and younger Toadsworth. I guess middle-aged Toadsworth. I don't think there's actually a specific age mentioned for younger Toadsworth. I think it's just like younger Toadsworth. But yeah, she appeared in there. Didn't really do too much. However, in Yoshi's Island DS, one of the key elements for the other babies other than Mario is that you can, well, get other characters, such as Baby Donkey Kong, which allows you to swing on vines. You can get Baby Wario. Yes, I did say Baby Wario, and for some reason, he's never appeared again, which is a little strange. But what he did was he took out a giant magnet and just absorbed coins. And then you also had, interestingly enough, Baby Bowser, even though Baby Bowser was essentially like the main antagonist to the series. So, I don't know. I never finished Yoshi's Island DS, despite it being a childhood game of mine, which, unfortunate. I don't remember exactly what Baby Peach did, but I think it had something to do with gliding and a parasol. That might be what it was. But Baby Peach essentially became better in that game. And then you had more longer lasting effects such as the Mario Kart series, as well as Mario Baseball, because babies and sports, am I right? And interestingly enough, baby Donkey Kong only really showed his face up in Sluggers, and other than that, that was it. Baby Wario never really showed up, and you might be like, what about Baby Waluigi? Oddly enough, that's not a thing, which is strange. Now, this line in particular, I will say at least the 4 characters, not the 5th one, because the 5th one I am covering today. But I do have at least 2 of them other than Baby Peach. That would be Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. I don't have those specific ones from this line, but I do have ones from a past line. And then there's Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, and then another baby, which you might know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I got very excited when I saw this was a thing. So let's open this up really quickly. And honestly, it's actually smaller than the Baby Mario and Baby Luigi that I have. But it's a pretty good size, and it works very well because it is supposed to be Baby Peach. And here we go. I believe this render is from Super Sluggers. I mean, the babies haven't really shown up too much. She was in Mario Kart Wii, and if anybody was wondering, Mario Kart Wii was actually Baby Daisy's first debut. This is in the All-Star Collection line, apparently, from, it looks like it's Sanei, or Little Buddy. It's one of the two. But apparently Little Buddy takes Sanei Plush. Now, I don't have very many Peach plush, so this makes it even better. The differences between Baby Peach and Peach are a few things. Being that her crown is actually, like, super sized. Seriously, you could just put a plate under this, pour some cereal in, and this is your bowl for the next few years. Like, seriously, if you don't mind having blonde baby hair potentially in it. But that's not the point. The other differences, I believe she has different eyelashes. Obviously, she's a baby, so she has the little binky, which actually every single baby princess has a binky, I'm pretty sure, but the Baby Marios do not. Baby Mario Brothers. And this is the same binky that the mini mushroom in Mario Party 4 had, because that mini mushroom had a binky and it was pink and stuff. But oddly enough, they changed that design, and I think that was the only time they ever really used that specific design. You also have the little blush here, and then instead of heels, she has little tiny toddler shoes because she gotta walk. And then she has her dress being more of a shirt and then like a diaper, but also socks. Alright, I mean, hey, her adult figures are toads, to be fair. So, and doesn't have the earrings either. Her eyes, I think, are actually pretty much the same. I'm looking at an amiibo over there, by the way. But let's talk about the plush. So the plush actually looks very nice, you know, they got the whole entire hair part right. Instantly you can tell this is Baby Peach, and it's, again, the tag is very nice, keeping this on because collector. But yeah, if you look at this very specifically, you can tell that they actually nailed a lot of the details really nicely. And even though it's technically posed in a way with the arms up, I think that's actually cute because it's kind of like a baby T-pose. And for the babies, that really works because there's not a lot of movement that you could really have with baby plush, as well as the fact that their limbs are little tiny things. Like, seriously, it's crazy. Especially since they have these little poofies on their shoulders. Yes, that's what they're called. They're called poofies. They call them Cheeto Puffs. Oh boy. Okay, but honestly, the design of the plush is very nice. It's very soft, and I can tell that there's different materials just based on the softness. Like the sole of the shoe right here is actually not as soft as the shirt. Same for this. So they definitely used a lot of different fabrics, which is always nice. The eyes are nice and embroidered. The crown is interestingly floppy, but even though I feel like that probably could have somehow been more of a plush, I think this is actually a good idea because, you know, it shows off the fact that it's actually metallic and it's big enough to be able to do that. However, that does make it to where it can be a little floppy right here, as you can see on mine. I don't think that would be the same on every single one. And of course, for the baby, it is a little bit off-center because babies don't care about your OCD. Let's be honest here. But very nice looking plush, and I'm honestly very happy that I got it. Oh, also, it does actually say Sanei on the touch tag. And the nice thing is that the tags are actually combined. So I guess you'll also have to be pretty careful about that, because if you tug this a little bit too much, then you're going to get rid of this tag. You wouldn't want to tug it, though, right? Don't do it. Don't make me do it. Hit that like button, or I will rip this off. Come on, I dare you. I dare you. Come on, I'm about to do it. Okay, thank you. It's very kind of you. But there we go. That is Baby Peach, as well as I forgot to mention these two little dotties right here. Alrighty, sorry about that cut, but let's get on to the next plush. It is the celestial baby herself, Rosalina. So if you didn't know, Rosalina is actually my favorite princess out of 3. It used to be Peach, because it was Peach versus Daisy, and I just like Peach more. And then Rosalina stepped in, and I really like Rosalina. She's adorable, she's amazing, just fantastic. And just like how Baby Daisy got her start in Mario Kart Wii, that just took me a second, and I believe... did she show up in Sluggers on Peach's team? I want to say she did. I know other sports stuff, though, is that Baby Mario and Baby Luigi actually have amiibo cards from Sports Superstars. There you go. But Baby Rosalina specifically got her start through Mario Kart, which is even more interesting because in Mario Kart Wii, if you had a save data of Mario Galaxy, you specifically got Rosalina for free right away, which is pretty cool and pretty great. So let's look at Baby Rosalina herself, because there's not really as much you can talk about. You know, everybody knows Mario Kart, the blue shell flinging type of kart racer where babies can legally drive. Well, they didn't say anything about legal kart driving, they just said about driving. You don't need a license to drive a go-kart. I did it when I was younger, and I was terrible at it. Anyway, though, let's look at Baby Rosalina. So, definitely liking the artwork a little bit more. I will say, so far, I'm liking Baby Peach a bit better. Like Baby Peach, though, she does have very big similarities, such as this little hair side thing. I don't know what it's called. Her crown, which in the front, it looks pretty decent. It's a little dented on this plush. In the back, not as great. I feel like that's definitely a weird issue with this plush, is the fact that since it's in a bag, you know, that part, the crown just gets smushed because it's this thin, metallic, well, supposed to be metallic looking fabric. So it causes a problem. Like Baby Peach, she has the same pose, which works out really great. However, I do really like the idea of Rosalina's hair. I really think that it shows very nicely. In-game, you can even see that she has an eye underneath in this. However, not really showing as well on this plush. I feel like a few things that I can say about that factor is the fact that looking at it, in the artwork right here, you can see it kind of goes with her head and kind of droops, and you can still see a little bit of her eye. However, oh, okay. Well, believe it or not, there actually is an eye under there, as well as a pupil. And looking at the Baby Peach one, you can actually tell that they didn't use the same face because on the bottom of the Baby Peach one, the eye goes all the way down, whereas Rosa's doesn't. So that's an interesting thing. Maybe that's one reason it looks so strange to me, because it doesn't, like, the bottom doesn't go all the way, so it has a strange look. But I think it's more so the fact that the hair actually doesn't have that same curve. It's more so flat, which looks really strange because instead of looking, you know, like it's curving from her head, it just looks like it's a stalactite or a stalagmite, whichever one. But to my surprise, there actually is an eye and blush under this, and you guys wouldn't be able to tell because I only lifted it up a little bit and I could tell that it was there, but it wouldn't really show that nicely on camera. So that actually is a nice touch that they added that, especially knowing they also added the eyebrow, which is also interesting. They did add the yellow binky right here, which definitely looks nice. Her clothes did turn out very well. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But, you know, you can see the seam there, which is fine. But, however mine turned out, Baby Rosa, you're the celestial mother, but, I think you need a diaper change. The colors do seem very accurate, though. Could be a little more saturated, but it does look very nice, at least for the shirt. But so far, everything looks pretty accurate, except for maybe the hair. The sleeves, because of how tiny it is, you can't really do the frilly sleeves that easily, but they did attempt it. And for the size of the plush, I'd say that's pretty impressive about how much detail they went into this thing. The back, not as good, you know, because even on here you can see the little hair actually goes on the artwork. It goes at the back of her arm. However, on this plush, it doesn't go that far. It's just like for Baby Peach, which Baby Peach's actually isn't that bad because you look at it, it goes a little distance. This is actually bigger than that, which is very strange because on Baby Peach, it's just a little hair that's supposed to be sticking out. This is supposed to be the actual back. I don't know if they did that for cost measure, but it seems a little strange because this should actually be out a little bit more, and maybe that's also why this looks a little weird to me, because there is still that curve there, and I can even feel when I put my finger there, there is that curve. However, when I look on preview images, I still see the hair like that. So that must be something on every single one of these Baby Rosa plushes, which I'm not a big fan of. You know, it feels like it's not as accurate, whereas Baby Peach, they really knocked Baby Peach out of the park. She looks amazing. And granted, Baby Rosa looks awesome. You know, they have the tilted crown thing. The details are very specific and very well done. However, some of the execution isn't as great. I can understand, you know, for the crown having the gems be that. And I do get it, you know, cost measure. But the thing is, I think the reason why Baby Rosalina didn't turn out as well is because A, this is 5-inch plush, so going into detail is going to be a lot harder to do. However, despite being a fairly simple design, Baby Rosa's design is more leaning towards the game design part more than merchandise, because you can see those floppy sleeves over there, and you can see like how the design is. It's not as designed for a plush, and I feel like maybe that's what the problem is. It's not that they did a bad job, it's that the design would be hard to execute for anybody, because I've seen Sanei's plush. Sanei does an amazing job on their plush. We've seen that on the channel, you know, and they're essentially the equivalent of GE to Mario. Whereas I do feel like GE does slightly better job, but I'm a little biased on that, especially since I have more of the GE line. But Sanei does really well, so seeing that the execution isn't top notch on this is a little disappointing because I really do like the idea of Baby Rosalina and Rosalina as well. Looking at their Rosalina, Peach, and Daisy plush, it is a lot different of how you would expect it to look. It looks more like a doll than, you know, how the Mario Party 5 Peach looks like, which I own a small version of that. So there is that fact, you know, different style. But it is a little unfortunate because I was really looking forward to this. But don't get me wrong, still a good plush. However, out of the two that I have, Baby Peach definitely takes it. The only thing that Baby Rosalina is probably better at is the fact that because of the way Baby Peach, her outfit is colored, you can actually see the white more on Baby Rosalina on the legs than you can on Baby Peach, because this is a light pink color to white, whereas this is a light blue to white. And it does look like Baby Rosa's arms are a little bit different, so that's even more interesting. Alright, but the other thing that I didn't talk about is the fact that the shoes are also accurate. Just like for Baby Peach, the texture and material is also the same and very cool. So, again, very good plush. If you are considering which ones you should pick up, they might be a little harder to get because, well, I pre-ordered these, so I don't know how likely it would be to be able to get something like Baby Daisy, because there's never been a plush of Baby Daisy or Baby Rosalina. However, for Baby Mario, shouldn't be as hard because there is plush of him as well as Baby Luigi. But if you got those guys, let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. As well, let me know what you guys think of Baby Peach and Baby Rosa. Again, Baby Peach is probably my favorite out of these two just because the execution was done better. But I do find it weird that the stuff in the back is way more accurate and way more out than Baby Rosalina's, because Baby Rosalina's, again, is just one little spike. So it would have been even more easy to do. Man, I almost got through the whole entire video without coughing once. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, share us out with everybody you know and love, brother, mother, sister, father, iguana. Wow, I seriously almost made it. Iguana, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Keep toes safe.